Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most frustrating bosses in video games.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
For this list, we're going over the boss battles that, while not terrible from a narrative standpoint, still annoyed us due to their mechanics and how they were implemented. Be on the lookout for aggravating spoilers, and let us know your personal picks in the comments. Number 10. Rafe Adler, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
Everyone obsessed with his treasure gets what they deserve.
So what, you're just leaving us here to die?
Oh, I'm just leaving. Whether you die or not, I don't really care.
Nadine?
Nathan Drake has encountered no end of wealthy jerks in his time, especially ones with itchy trigger fingers. Among them, Rafe is by far the most well-rounded in terms of motivation and overall character. He's someone you love to hate and makes for a perfect foil against Drake's thief with a heart of gold shtick. That being said, as much of a spectacle as it is to have these two plunderers battle it out in a sword fight, we wish we could have had some warning first.
Just calm down. You can practice your fencing when we get outside.
Nate, just shut up.
The controls are disparagingly different from everything we had used up until this point, with parrying especially being a pain to master. Apparently, swashbuckling symbolism can only do so much.
Dodge, parry, come on!
Number 9. Whitney, Pokemon Gold and Silver. You've not known fear until you've seen a Miltank coming at you with a rollout for the upteenth time. As unassuming as a gym leader can be, many trainers venturing into the Johto region for the first time initially thought of Whitney as nothing more than a stepping stone. After all, how bad could a bunch of normal Pokemon be? Then she brought out the Miltank. This thing is a monster. Between using Rollout, an attack which increases in damage with every use, as well as Attract, which will render any male Pokemon practically useless, this crybaby and her cow were the bane of our early Pokemon careers. Number 8. Mikolash, host of the Nightmare, Bloodborne.
No one can stop us now.
We never thought we would long for the horror of facing down monsters like Rom and Ludwig, but anything is better than chasing down this caged cuckoo. Located in the Nightmare of Mensis, taking down Mikolash isn't really the issue. It's catching him.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream.
Despite having a giant cage on his head, he's quite the speedy fellow, darting around corridors before leaping out from the shadows to attack the hunter with tendrils hiding up his sleeve. Stay still so we can make like Gehrman and decapitate you already. Number 7. Jinpachi Mishima, Tekken 5.
俺は風待ち。呪われた血を継ぐものだ。なるほど。それでわしの血もこうして反応してるというわけか。
Fighting game bosses walk a thin line between being difficult and cheap. This guy goes right into the ladder, no questions asked. Heihachi's daddy may be getting on in years, but thanks to his demonic form, he can still rip apart competitors with ease.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Between nearly all of his attacks being able to stun, as well as consistently unleashing a pair of fireballs that can take off half of your health, beating Jinpachi tends to feel like a game of luck between yourself and the AI. Stop teleporting, damn it!
You win.
Number 6. Theseus and Asterius, Hades.
Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
Don't get us wrong, we love absolutely everything about Hades, but we'd be lying if facing off against these two didn't feel like a hassle, especially if we're having a bad run. Taking on both of these tanks at once can feel overwhelming. Between Asterius' heavy axe swings and Theseus' precise snipes, unless you know how to balance and counterattack, then you're likely to be crushed and sent back to the House of Hades post-haste. The worst part? Theseus' non-stop gloating. Stupid twinkling spear spammer. Number 5. Chef Saltbaker, Cuphead. We know, complaining about a Cuphead boss due to its difficulty is the same as getting annoyed by a Souls boss. It's all part of the experience. However, this particular chef can go straight to Hell's Kitchen because battling him nearly broke us. While the last few stages are challengingly doable, the first phase of the fight is an exercise in existential endurance.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
Even if you can see what attack Saltbaker is about to toss your way, it won't help, since the screen will quickly become a bullet hell, all of which have contrasting patterns and rhythms. Hope you've got the stomach for it. Number 4. Bed of Chaos, Dark Souls. Ah yes, the one Souls boss that everyone and their grandma can agree was a poor excuse for a final challenge, purely for the fact that FromSoft decided to make it a platformer. Slaying the Bed of Chaos' core is about as easy as it gets, but getting there demands you roll, jump, and pray that you don't get unfairly pushed into the many holes in the floor. It's such a jarring experience when compared to what came before, so much that it's a shame that it ends things on such a sour note. Number 3. Metal Gear Sahelanthropus, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. We loved blasting a giant robot to pieces just as much as the next MSG fanatic, and Sahelanthropus is certainly a spectacle of a boss with a killer move pool that can wipe you out if you're not quick on your feet. So, what's the problem? Well, unlike Rex and other Metal Gears, this mecha with a nigh unpronounceable name doesn't have a weak point. There's no gimmick or exact method to defeating it. You literally have to grab whatever weapons you can and start shooting. Get ready for the grind because bringing down Sahelanthropus is going to take a long time. Number 2. Godskin Duo, Elden Ring. Individually, these two are perfectly fine bosses that will test your Tarnished in unique ways, with the Apostle lashing out with black flames while the Noble charges at you like a spinning wheel of death. Together, however, they're a force for evil that will provide endless headaches and cheap game overs, on account that they'll ambush you in a tight space, share a deceptive health bar, and generally appear as if they were crammed together at the last second of development. Consequences be damned. Malenia is still the queen of difficulty, but these two are a close second for all the wrong reasons. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Destroyer, Borderlands. Nobody likes a bullet sponge, especially one that's been built up to be this looming threat, but the original Borderlands went the extra mile by having the Destroyer, greatest threat Pandora has ever seen, be nothing more than an eldritch fart of a final boss that just sits there while you unload every clip available into it.
When it becomes flesh and blood, it can be hurt, even killed. You just need to know where to aim.
The Calypso twins may have been annoying beyond all belief, but at least their boss fights had some flair compared to this terrible closing act. Reload, rinse, and repeat. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.